Hello friends and welcome to another Pauper League. Today we're going to be playing Gaunt Guard. It is kind of in a way a Pauper version of Splinter Twin. We're looking to win with infinite creatures. So the way we do that is we get our Midnight Guard and we enchant it with Presence of Gaunt. Presence of Gaunt says that the enchanted creature has tap it, create a 1/1 green elf warrior token, and Midnight Guard says whenever another creature enters the battlefield, untap the guard. So every time a token hits the battlefield from Presence of Gaunt, Midnight Guard untaps, and we can do it again and again ad nauseum until we have a lethal squad of elf warriors, and then we will have to generally we would be doing that at the end of the opponent's turn. We'd be actually going for it, and then we would untap and attack for lethal. This deck has a few more tricks up its sleeve besides the one thing. We also have Soul Warden, so if we have a Soul Warden plus the combo, that means that in addition to gaining as many tokens as we want, we also gain as much life as we want. And then we also have some token generators, Battle Screech and Cenn's Enlistment. And we're going to be using Rally the Peasants as kind of like an alternative win con. So we can attack in with a bunch of birds and then give them +4/+0. And we've also got a few things to protect our combo. We got Prismatic Strands, Standard Bearer, and Benevolent Bodyguard, all basically trying to protect the Midnight Guard as we're putting the Presence of Gaunt onto it. Yeah, so I've actually never played this deck before, but that's never stopped me before, except with Tron. So let's head into the league and see how the deck does. Well, one land hand on the play. The risk is quite great that we just have one land and don't do anything. And the hand besides is mediocre, I would say. This is terrible. Okay, we'll keep this. Get rid of Makeshift Munitions and something. Basic Plains pass. Find Wind-Scarred Crag, we'll play that. That gives us a red source, so I think we'll probably go get a forest with the Ash Barrens. And an Ancient Den. Hey, Drac. Faithless Looting. I guess we can ditch the Prismatic Strands. Maybe get rid of one of these lands as well. Kind of sucks to cast Faithless Looting when you mulligan twice. Oh, we can get rid of the Battle Screech. Maybe we keep the Battle Screech so we can cast it next turn. I really want to hold on to the Commune. I think we're going to cast the Commune. Definitely going to get rid of the Strands. Let's see if we can find the guard. We do not. We miss. Let's get bodyguard, I guess. And opponent will know what we're playing now that we've revealed Presence of God. Because Commune of the Gods puts the cards that you do not choose into the graveyard. Whereas a lot of spells like this one, like... what is the other one? Quite a few of them will put the cards back on the bottom of the library. Not this one. Alright, so I guess we're playing against Boros Synthesizer. Another Faithless Looting. Pair of Soul Wardens. Yeah, it's just been, yeah, it's been pretty yikes, this game. Red is mostly for Faithless Looting, a few sideboard cards. Well, that's a big chunk of damage. Fortunately, the opponent's life total doesn't matter too much. Another Soul Warden. I guess we could go triple Warden and then Battle Screech and gain a bunch of life. Back up to 24. Now, I'm going to try and remember we do have Prismatic Strands in the graveyard, but I would rather keep that for when we find a Midnight Guard to be able to protect the Midnight Guard. Okay, we've got a Plains. We do have access to Rally, but I mean, just not going to do significant damage. Do have another Faithless Looting as well. Try and find that Midnight Guard is an option. Hey, we found it! Finally! So I think we get rid of the Faithless Looting Plains here. I want to have the Bodyguard. I would love to be able to keep Presence, Bodyguard, Plains, Midnight Guard, but we gotta get rid of 2 cards. So I guess I want to try and draw Plains to get that Bodyguard out next turn with the guard. But we got time, so if we don't find land, maybe we just slow roll. Play the guard first, the bodyguard first, then the midnight guard. So we have Prismatic Strands to protect us from Rites of Initiation. Otherwise, you know, if they're just gonna attack us, I'm not too worried about it. Lone Missionary in the main. Should put some auto yields on those Seeker of the Way. There's a Rebirth. Okay, got my auto yield set up. Gain so much life. Gain 9 life from their Rebirth. Yeah, we'll take all that. 10 damage. I gain more than that, I think, this turn. Okay, they're tapped out. Love to see it. Untapped land, please. Very nice. Alright, so we have 2 ways to protect the Midnight Guard currently. Have this deck in paper too, but only green-white, more of a token theme. Alright, cool, cool. I'm basically just copying Pauperganda for this list. He put out a video for this just a little while ago, like a couple weeks, I think. And it made me want to play the same thing. Maybe I should have used the bodyguard on that one. Because now if they have rights, I might be in a bit of a pickle. I guess I can block the 2 Seekers of the Way with my 2 bird tokens. Don't have to worry about the goblins, they're not doing any damage this turn. Okay, they're holding these ones back, which makes me think they really don't have a spell. Block here. Oh, go to blocks first. Block here, block here. Now these things do no damage, so we're going to block them. Get free blocks. Hey, Titan. Yeah, we're playing Gondguard. Okay. They have 1 mana up, and we have Benevolent Bodyguard. So infinite life, infinite creatures. I'm going to have to stack that a little bit differently. That should only be 2 clicks. Click this one. Or actually, it's actually only 1 click from there. Okay, so do. We're going to make a bunch of creatures. They have a huge life total here, so really going to want to kind of go overboard on our critters here. And we do have Rally the Peasants in the graveyard. So these will be attacking as 5/1s. The timing on that, Titan. I'll cheers you later. I'm going to get this done here. If their life total weren't so high, might consider, making a little bit fewer tokens, but their life total is 50. I'm going to kind of go overboard here. Fortunately, there aren't too many clicks involved. It's basically 3 clicks. Once on the creature, once on the ability, and then once on the Midnight Guard triggered ability. Empty the forests, all the elves, to me! All right, Titan. Cheers. Oh, and then they concede. All right, I can respect that. Make me use as much time on my clock as I'm going to use for the combo. And then once I've finished using my chess clock, that's when they choose to concede. That's fair. I think we're going to want to bring in Spidersilk Armor here. Opponent's probably going to have access to Electrickery. Speaking of, we could potentially play Electrickery ourselves. They do have some X1s, but I don't think that's really where we need to be. What about the Standard Bearer? Not super good. It's kind of just like another Benevolent Bodyguard, so to speak. Could bring in Gorilla Shaman. They're going to have artifact lands. Well, I think there's a lot of play to the list with Presence of Gond. You can splash red like we're doing here for Faithless Looting, Makeshift Munitions, and some sideboard cards. You can just stick with green and white. Not too sure what you would play in the slot though. Maybe some more Soul Wardens. Maybe you know what would probably be good would just be Squadron Hawk. Especially if you're already playing with the Rally the Peasants. Oh, and by the way, that was a mulligan to 5. Yeah, Blaubear. That's a good point. What is that? Adventurous Impulse? Alright, we'll keep this one and get rid of an Ash Barrens. Maybe we just get rid of Holdout Settlement. This is like a really slow hand, but fortunately opponents fortunately opponents that can be pretty slow. Relic of Progenitus. Yeah, yeah. That's respectable. Good draw. I might actually just go for a turn 4 here. Hey, Griffin. There's the deck you were talking about. Yeah, yeah. Copied Pauperganda's list from a little while ago. I think I'm going to go for it. Okay. So here's a little thing that I actually learned from Pauperganda. If we target the Midnight Guard with a Benevolent Bodyguard and protect it from red, then they just get to respawn, right? So if they have a Lightning Bolt in hand, it doesn't matter that we target the Midnight Guard with Benevolent Bodyguard naming red. It's pointless. But if they have Journey to Nowhere in hand, we can protect the Midnight Guard from that. So we're going to sacrifice this and name white. All right, see? So we didn't even get a chance to name anything. because they had the lightning bolt. Benevolent Bodyguard fizzles. Okay, we're going to start enlisting. I'm going to play the Ash Barrens, enlist, and then next turn, I can tap my mana, Selesnya Sanctuary, return the Ash Barrens to hand, and enlist again. Now, they're probably just going to get rid of it with Relic, but at least in that sense, we'll get rid of the Relic. Oh, Gorilla Shaman. Okay. That's what you get for not activating your Relic. More Kithkins. I gotta be a little bit more mindful of my clock. We're just gonna F6 through the opponent's turn here. We got nothing. Nothing to do. So if they have a lightning bolt here, they really kind of catch us out. I don't think I'm going to block, because like I could block all, and then they bolt one of my tokens, and I lose all my tokens, and they get to keep their critter. I'm going to take the damage. That costs 3. Okay, so we can Soul Warden Shaman and kill this. And we get to keep our Cenn's Enlistment. Nice. Don't really see any point in attacking, though. Our Kithkins will just get et by the birds. We are under a bit of pressure here, so a little bit worried. There's Rebirth. We'll gain 3 life. So I think we'll probably chump the Seeker of the Way this turn. Just throw 1 Kithkin in front of it. Yeah, we have 2 Gons, so we could definitely do that. Gain a life every turn, have a chump blocker every turn. Kind of force them to use a removal spell before we put down our Midnight Guard. Prismatic Strands, cool. Hey Jay, morning. Two more mana, not enough to really do anything. It had to be in indestructible lands. Alright, I guess we'll just pass here. Ooh, good one. That'll destroy my Presence of Gond. I'll Lightning Bolt my Soul Warden while they're at it. What, you don't want me to gain infinite life? Another Rebirth. There's Midnight Guard. Well, we don't have any protection, but they're also really low on cards. They have 1 card left in hand. So we're going to play the Midnight Guard and try and survive a turn and try and Presence of Gond after that. It's just a shame we have just not quite enough mana. If we had 1 more land, for example, that Ash Barrens that we discarded for the Cenn's Enlistment, we could hold up Prismatic Strands, and that would be super good. Too bad. And they even remembered to play the artifact. Because that was going to be for 2 before they played that bridge. And we don't have enough mana to blow that up. Alright. I think we're dead this game. Yep. Oh, and there's the land we needed last turn. I'm like considering the Electrickery. It gets their goblins, but that's pretty much it. Gorilla Shaman wasn't looking very good there. Hey, alright, thanks for coming by, Titan Rising. Catch you next time. The munitions, I don't know. Like, we don't have as many artifacts and as many things to shoot as a lot of other decks do. Good start. Nice. Just need some green mana now. I was worried about that. Good thing we were able to save the Soul Warden there. gain us some life. Let us recast the Battle Screech. And the Electrickery is gone, so hopefully these birds will stick. Kind of painful having these Spidersilk Armors stuck in hand. No green mana. Oh, and they have the second Electrickery! I think this is a kind of a difficult matchup between their Electrickery and, you know, just like a ton of other removal that's very, very good against what we're doing. It's not easy. And then we're also just missing green mana entirely. Yeah, there's some really, really strong removal in Pauper. I've played Infect before, but yeah, when it lost Invigorate, it lost a lot. I'm just holding up the red mana there. Just waiting to bolt my Midnight Guard when I try to enchant it. Another Midnight Guard. Thanks, deck. That's a good one. Good flip, too. Can rebirth the Synthesizer. Reveal more cards. If we had the Spidersilk Armor down, we could block. Oh, we're actually ahead on clock now. That's cool. A lot of untapped triggers. You should probably just yield to those. Yeah, there you go. Oh, crap. I didn't think about that. Because of the Midnight Guards, they actually get a chance to exile the Battle Screech before I can recast it. That sucks. Midnight Guard betrayed me. Not like I could have done much else. Another rebirth. It's a lot of goblins. So painful. What are you supposed to do? You know? No green source, 5 green cards in hand. What can you do? I sided out all the green mana. I actually ripped it up after game 2. It's 2, and 4 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of impact tremors just in general. Yeah, we just got unlucky there. It happens. Crumbling Vestige. That's a green source. think we just play the Wind-Scarred Crag here and land cycle. Go get a forest, obviously. Okay. Evoked Muldrifter. I think we're probably going to Battle Screech here. So we've got a nice Air Force and the 4 bird tokens. It's a pretty serious clock, actually. Nice. They pass back to us, so we now have access to strands. It's pretty good. Okay, another Screech. Love to see it. If I play the Battle Screech, though, I take down Prismatic Strands. I don't think they're going to have Cannonade in the main, right? Because, like, they play Muldrifter. Crap. Played right into it. Right into the palm of their hand. They were so patient, not even going for the Cannonade during combat. Respect. Well, let's rebuild. Sure hope they don't have another Cannonade. Not this time. Chaomancer's actually a pretty good blocker. They can just go get Cannonade. Fortunately, we have Prismatic Strands to cancel that. Go 1, 2, 3, and then we don't have enough mana for Strands. I was just thinking, like, what if I Faithless Looting? Pretty good. It's really good. Oh, wow. Going for the Ponder instead of the Ephemerate there. Must have another Ephemerate in hand, would be my guess. Oh, I think I played the wrong land there. I could have played the Mountain and then used Cenn's Enlistment and the Prismatic Strands. All right, so we can get a little bit of F6 value here. Um, we're probably going to lose this game, but we're at 27 life. It's going to take a little while for the opponent to kill us. So we're going to just play it out and try and pull some time off the opponent's clock. Yeah, I was thinking, I definitely had a similar thought when I was looking at the list. I'm, for the most part, playing Pauperganda's list from a little while ago. But yeah, the Lunarch Veteran definitely looks pretty good. Oh, that's not right either. I was supposed to play that, return one of the other lands. I'm just not doing very well here. Well, this is something that happens when you're playing a brand new deck to you. And personally, like, I kind of find it frustrating where I see that I'm making a mistake like right after I make a play. Oh no, that's absolutely the wrong way to do that. Thoughts on Lunarch Veteran? Think it's great. I was thinking earlier that I would have actually liked to have more Soul Sisters in the deck. So Veteran would be pretty good. Yeah, so much better with looting, you're right. They have to counterspell the makeshift munitions because they're at 6 life. That would have been pretty cool. Playing the Elementalist too, huh? Archaeomancer and Elementalist with Ephemerate seems strong. And they can start hitting us with Gouth Blasts to cut our life total down, get that win. Ephemerate on Elementalist again. Well, gets Fire Ice. Well, their deck is such an old hat. It's I can understand why people want to play it because you get to do a lot of cool stuff. So yeah, you get to ephemerate Elementalist, you get to evoke Muldrifter, ephemerate it, you get access to Counterspell, and you get to do the Cleansing Wildfire thing, which I think is super cool. I love Cleansing Wildfire and Pauper. If we can win game 2, we might be able to win on time. How should we be sideboarding? Probably bring in Gorilla Shaman. I don't know. Like most of their lands are indestructible. Bring in, I think, all the Faerie Macabres is the play. So that way, when they try to Elementalist something, we get to exile it in response. Oh, they did it. Oh my god. Why would you ephemerate the two Seagate Oracles when you could ephemerate one Seagate Oracle twice and then attack with the other one? I shouldn't judge. I've been making mistakes this whole time. Hey, handsome. How you doing? Six ticks, Blackburn, Pauper, so much fun. To me, that's value. Found it here. That's super value. So much value in Pauper. Speaking of value, opponent's deck. Wow. You would be correct. Oh, except for the Commune. They didn't care about that. They gain a bunch of life, up to 12. So they don't have to worry about us getting a win out of nowhere. Oh, that does some damage. Cool. Oh, we're going to be dead soon. That crab is really going to help their clock. Oh my god, seriously? So we have to show them Presence of God? I don't want to just concede there because we're going to take some more time off the opponent's clock here. Like, they're continuing to ephemerate when I have nothing. They should probably just be F6ing, attacking, just make sure I don't resolve anything too scary, get this game over with, so they can win the next game and the match with plenty of time. But like, they've used half of their clock already on this one game. And then why would you ephemerate the Elementalist when you could ephemerate the Archaeomancer and get more damage in with your attack there? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So they have Xaxes on board. If they don't ephemerate anything on their turn, they're going to kill us. Hey, we gain a life! I think they still have lethal on board because of the playing the Stonehorn, but if they ephemerate anything on their turn, I guess they also just have the Galv Blast, so they can just go get Galv Blast and make sure that we die. Muck Police, thanks for the follow, friend. Yeah, here's a deck list. Okay, so there you go. They choose not to ephemerate there. Good choice. As long as they have, I think they must have Galv Blasted me early. Yeah, they did. They Galv Blasted me end of turn. And they still even had Xaxes without the Galv Blast. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, let's bring in Faerie Macabre. Bring in Spidersilk Armor. Maybe Dawnbringer Cleric. Take out Rally the Peasants. Does Eggy Benny know you're playing Twin? I mean, it's right on the title there. This might be the one thing that finally gets him into playing Pauper. I think actually he was playing Pauper. I think he was playing, what was it? Izzet Blitz for a while, aka Eye Candy, back when Gitaxian Probe was still legal. Okay, we got all of our colors. I'm gonna keep this. Tormod's Crypt, sure. Thankfully, they're not cleansing Wildfire us. I usually do target Karus, but I mean, like, cleansing Wildfire themselves, that's what their deck wants to do all the time. Oh, right. The Midnight Guard is going to screw up our Battle Screech next turn. Oh, well, maybe they'll kill it. Guess if we get the Tormod's Crypt off the battlefield for half of Battle Screech, it's not the worst. Wrathborn, hello. I really hope they are. I imagine you're talking about the Pauper format panel. I think there has been some talk about Ephemerate. It's like on a watch list or whatever. Is Acid Trip a deck now? I mean, I kind of figure if it was going to be a deck, it was probably going to happen when they had access to Fall from Favor. But you can play just about anything in Pauper. I think Affinity is right where it needs to be. I think it's just strong enough to still be playable, but I don't think they're going to need to ban anything else from Affinity for a little while. Hey, Stream Team. No, I'm not going to be playing any Legacy. Don't really know where the format is. It's been so long since I played that format. Nope, no date set. None that I know of, anyway. Time to find Gond. Find the Midnight Guard. Date for the Ragavan. Isn't Ragavan already banned in Legacy anyway? Do you think it needs a banning in Modern? I think that it's important to think about Ragavan when you're constructing your deck. When you're choosing your deck, you should think about Ragavan. How are you going to play it? How are you going to answer it? But I think that the amount of answers that are available out there to the card are plentiful. I was playing Ragavan yesterday in Modern, playing a Blood Moon deck, and it kind of felt like, everyone was ready for it. Oh, yeah, no doubt. He's stupid if you can't answer him turn one. For sure, for sure. Another Battle Screech. Discard this, and I think we're going to discard this. Oh, no, we discard the Battle Screech, and then we can cast it. So maybe we discard the Strands in the Screech. These things should be auto, and opponent should definitely put auto yields on my stuff. Hold on, I should attack first. Oh shit, no, that was wrong. I'm playing like a donkey here. I was thinking like, oh yeah, when I cast the Battle Screech, my Midnight Guards will untap, so obviously I should attack first so I can get the untap trigger to do something useful, and then, oops, now I don't have enough creatures to cast my spell. Is not what I was hoping you were going to play. Dale's in. Thanks for the follow, friend. And Prismatic Ending. One, two, three. Just wondering if I want to play a land here. I think I'll keep them in hand for future Faithless Lootings. Hey, Chuck. I kind of see what you're saying, but it's also not free because it is a card. So it's a card that for 0 mana is doing 1 damage, but for 1 mana you could do 3 damage with that one card. So remember, like, a card in itself is also a resource. Nice. Got lucky on that one. I think maybe they forgot that I had Prismatic Strands, or they were trying to get us to use it. Stonehorn Dignitary, no combat. I mean, they already hit Luris, so that's That was the only thing I really cared about in Modern. Hey, I was just saying, hold the lands in hand. We might hit Faithless Looting, and there it is. And there's Presence of Gond. And they only have 1 mana up, so I guess if they have Lightning Bolt, we're in a lot of trouble. Nice. Oh, this is kind of brutal, though. Those extra clicks because of the second Midnight Guard. How do you stack abilities auto, Enki? Do you know how? Let me just check this out here. Auto mana. Auto pass. Nope, don't see it there. I'm not going to want to use too much of my clock. It doesn't really matter, but I figured I'll get some of those things down while I have the opportunity to do so. Right-click the triggers. All right, here comes the power of Faerie Macabre. Just going to let them choose their target with Ardent Elementalist first. And then once they choose their targets, I will Faerie Macabre and hit Ephemerate Fiery Cannonade. I assume they're going to hit Ephemerate with the Elementalist there. It's one of the things I love about it, Wrath. I wonder if they know that they're supposed to be clicking. Okay. Well, the thing is, they still have to just even win this game, and I'm at 55 life. I was gaining 2 life every time I made a token. So it's going to be difficult for them to win. And then they only have 1 mana left, so if they don't find Ephemerate for Stonehorn Dignitary, we just win this game because of our tokens. Yeah, they concede. Okay. So yeah, I think that they probably can't win with 5 minutes left. So Drac, yeah, you were right on target there. Now, having said that, we're going to mulligan into Oblivion, and they're just going to find, like, a uniquely aggressive hand. I almost want to keep this, as terrible as this hand is, just because we, like, guaranteed have lands to play. This is much better. We'll keep this one, and I guess we'll get rid of Vestige. Just play really slow. I mean, we can probably just get rid of a Wind-Scarred Crag, actually. And then on turn 3, we can slam armor. Armor protects our creatures from fire. And then 2 armors protect our creatures from cannonade. Double armor. There you go, handsome. I was just thinking, that's not how a Canadian spells armor. What are you doing? Yep, blocks Mulldrifters as well. Very true. Makes all of our creatures way better blockers. I think actually, I think Rancor is spelt with a U as well, if I remember correctly. It's very similar, but we add U's in some places. For example, armor, we spell armor with a U before the R. Ooh, yeah, E. There you go. Very Canadian. Alright, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna discard here. Kind of like keeping Makeshift Munitions to potentially kill Elementalist or whatever. Hey, Brookadeem. Yeah, we can open a chest after this game. You remind me in a minute, we'll do that. Hey, we can take any of these things. Any one of them. They're all good. And Chuck with the chest. All right, we got 2 in a row. Kind of thinking we maybe just get Soul Warden and then just play 2 Soul Wardens. Oops. Dawnbringer Cleric killed the other armor. It was legendary, so when I played it, one of them died. It's pretty good, actually. But gaining in life is also pretty clutch. And there's the fire. Oh, shit! The Prismatic Strands. What am I doing? This is like... I don't know. This is embarrassing. I'm playing like the worst that I've ever played. Oh, but Chuck is making up for it with the big 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much for the support, Chuck. That is amazing. Thank you. Enjoy the emotes, everybody. Cheers. Thanks for saying so. I'm gonna lose this game. Because I'm so bad at magic. Our twin combo is Midnight Guard and Presence of Gond. Blockers, we can Prismatic Strands to protect them. Don't care about the Dignitary, because if I win, it's going to be with time. Yeah, Cenn's Enlistment was a weird, really, really strong draw there. No joke. I think they can still just kill us, though, with Ephemerate Elementalist, get Galv Blast, cast Galv Blast. One, two, three, four. It's not going to be enough for both. I guess we'll Screech. Yep, we do have Strands, if I can remember to cast it. So they get Ephemerate with the first Ephemerate. Makes sense. Are you going to do the same thing again? No, you get Galv Blast this time. There's a Mole Drifter, 10 seconds left. I think we've got it. And we draw Faerie Macabre. That's awesome. I think I'll gain a life here, go to 10. And we win, because the opponent runs out of time. Ah, yeah, this looks fine to me. Gonna have to, I think, get a Plains with the Ash Barrens, which is unfortunate. I would much rather grab a Mountain, but I'm gonna want to be able to play the Benevolent Bodyguard on turn 2 so that we can protect the Midnight Guard on turn 3. Well, this looks like it'll probably be a difficult matchup. Izzet fairies have access to great removal and counter magic. And that's pretty much the whole deck. That's it. Soul Warden. Alright, thanks a lot for coming by, and thank you for the gift subs, Chuck. Have a good day at work. I'll catch you next time. I think you just immediately kill that. Yeah. Do we get a land? Yes, we do. I think I'm going to play the Bodyguard and the Commune. Just play Caverns. Name human. Easy. Oh, no spell stutter. That's great. Another removal spell down. Might be Serpentine Curve. But I've made that mistake before just because the opponent didn't play creatures early. They just had a really controlling hand to start. You don't see too much curve. It's a rare deck. Gonna play some Soul Wardens here. Oh, there's Delver of Secrets. So definitely Izzet. Izzet Delver. So the only thing we can realistically play right now is Midnight Guard. I don't think Curve plays Delver. I guess they could. There's the counterspell. No flip. Because we have two, we could. It also just makes Soul Warden at that point just such a juicy target. Really just gonna hope to draw a land so that we can play Battle Screech. That would be the ideal. Oh no, Ninja! Land. It is a land, but it doesn't allow us to cast our Battle Screech this turn. Yeah, now they get a 2-for-1. Oh, hey, Doxy. Yeah, copying Pauperganda's Rally Gond. I like to call it Gone Guard. Get the added alliteration that way. Decent. A lot of life, a lot of birds. Let's go. And they get a flip, revealing Scred. I'll block a Ninja. Oh, I have a forgotten Battle Screech in the graveyard. Oh, I wanted to gain life. Hey, Shauna. No Cycling Storm today, nope. It's on the list, though, so I'll be playing it in the near future. No attacks. Cool, cool. And another Battle Screech. Caca! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's start with Commune. If they spell stutter this, they can't stop the Screech. Just like I drew it up. I've been doing all right. YouTube channel is continuing to grow. Having a lot of fun with it. Actually, Shauna, someone had already redeemed the Guide the Raid. I think it was on Friday, which was pretty cool. I didn't expect anyone to jump on it so quickly. I only put it out this week, so it must have been on like Tuesday or Wednesday that happened. Anyway, yeah, I was kind of surprised that someone was eager to redeem that, but the last god spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points to get me to raid Young Dingo. If that resolves, I think this is a win. It's the only kind I have. Not really. Most of my ideas are terrible. All right. So let's see here. 8. These ones are going to be blocked, or at least one of them would be blocked guaranteed, but 10 critters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers, so potentially 5 get through. 5 times 3 is 15, so that wouldn't be lethal. Still a huge chunk of change. But they have 2 removal spells. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that one of them is going to get countered. I'm going to go for it. Yeah, math is for blockers. Do it! Kill me, I'm here! Kill me! Augur of Bola should definitely jump in front of one. There it goes. Okay, that's good. This. Rally. And they scoop. Sweet. Oh, they're drawing extra cards. I'm going to draw some cards too. It was all lands on top. And lands transmute into Cenn's Enlistment. Alright, so we're playing against fairies. This is going to be kind of a tough matchup. We do have Electrickery. We can bring that in to kill almost all of their stuff. We also have Spidersilk Armor, which is really good. So we'll bring in these 6 cards. Take out Standard Bearer. Exactly, handsome. I'm not a big fan of Faithless Looting in these kinds of matchups. Hey, Shauna, I really know what you mean there. It's kind of funny how the decisions you make early can have huge repercussions later on. That's an interesting point. I think I would like to keep a couple, but I could definitely see like cutting down and relying a lot less on the combo and just trying to go for like Screech and stuff. Yeah, they've seen Presence of Gond. Opponent is mulliganing. This is like it could be a really decent hand. I'm gonna keep it. Keep the 7. Yeah, Parole, that's definitely what I was thinking at the start of this match when I saw that they were playing. Izzet? Counterspells and removal for days. Going to be very difficult for us to get the combo to stick. Nigh impossible. Good draw. They get a Dispel. Okay, we have our Electrickery. Let's just play the Sanctuary here. Yeah, the spelling in Nova Scotia for a lot of the locales is really weird. Like there's this place, I think it's called Muscataubit, but the way it's written, you could read it as mosquito bite. That is exactly it, handsome. Oh, lightning bolt on the bodyguard. Yep. Oh yeah, Stewicky. Stewacky. Those Karoo lands are definitely paying dividends here. There's a Delver. Untap my Midnight Guard. I guess if we block this, our Midnight Guard gets bolted. But if we don't block it, they get to play a Ninja. That's awkward. No Ninja. Nice. Should have played that first. Oh well. Another Spidersilk Armor. Or Makeshift Munitions. Oh, Battle Screech going to the graveyard. That's sweet. Gonna need another creature on the battlefield before we can flash back that Battle Screech. They reveal a Brainstorm. They attack with the insect. I'm going to block it with Midnight Guard. We got the Bodyguard to protect the Midnight Guard against Lightning Bolt. Ugh, not fair. Still a human? What? No attacks. Okay. Oh, nice. We can even get this to resolve through a Spell Stutter Sprite because of Electrickery. Let's get those things to auto-yield and pass back. Do they still have Dispel? Well, they should. So the Electrickery wouldn't have worked, is what you're saying. Ooh, Battle Screech again. Don't mind if I do. Tap the Midnight Guard to cast it, since it'll untap. Oh shit, you're right. We don't have the mana for Prismatic Strands. Now if they have Cannonade, we're kind of screwed. Yeah, you're right. I was thinking, we have Prismatic Strands, we're fine. I don't have mana for Prismatic Strands. Dummy. Yeah, and they have Dispel for sure. Well, I mean, on the upside, they would be killing two of their own creatures. And we would get to save another one of ours. Dispel. Alright, so they've used Brainstorm. Let's grab another Midnight Guard. I'm going to attack with all my birds. And then try and get that, I don't know if I should cast the Electricity. We can just lose a bird here, no problem. So we could try an Electricity, get that Dispel out of their hand, but then we our shields down on the Prismatic Strands. I think I would rather keep up Strands, because we can cast it twice, right? They Dispel one, then we just cast it again. Oh yeah, that's true too. But I wanted to get both, right? Chooses to shuffle. That would have actually been a pretty good idea. Name Strands on blue. Another Battle Screech. No, I think I'm with Stream Team on that one. I think the better play would have been to cast the Electricity, let two birds go, and then we have Strands in the graveyard, because now I'm stuck between casting Electricity or holding up Prismatic Strands. Yeah. Oh well. Is what it is. Looks like they got another thing. Yeah, that was just bad play on my part, but that's been par for the course today, unfortunately. Just been playing terribly today. Thanks for sticking around, everybody, to watch me play like a donkey. And the F6 punishes me there. Now they are down on resources. Miss, miss, miss. Gets a counter spell. It's a good one. Ooh. Nice. Not this time. It's just force of habit, you know, like especially when I'm trying to keep the clock. If we Presence of God, it's just going to get counterspelled. I want to see if I can find something else they want to counter, but I can't wait too long because they're just going to draw more cards. Faithless Looting. Or for Faithless Looting, yeah. Okay, so we'll let that resolve. And then we'll cast the Electrickery. Oh, the Echoing Truth, the Spell Stutter sprite. That's so smart. Opponent is so smart. SMRT. Yeah, they have a counterspell in hand. So yeah, they have Sprite and Counterspell. The Presence of Gond. There's a Counterspell. Try another one. Yeah! Yeah, I keep this one. Doesn't look like Tron. I think it probably would be pretty good against Tron, but I haven't played the matchup. I was saying before, like, this is my first league with the deck ever, which is something I say quite a bit here on the channel. So we have red mana with Wind-Scarred Crag. I think I'm gonna go get a forest. Then I'm gonna play Sanctuary. Oh, yep. That's pretty good against us. Don't exactly have a lot of basics. Don't tell the opponent that. But not too many people throw Cleansing Wildfire at an opponent's land. I do. I like to destroy Karoo lands, just like my opponent did. I like to destroy depletion lands. I like to destroy Tron lands. Guess we'll just play Wind-Scarred Crag and pass. So slow. Yeah, Jeskai Ephemerate, just like we thought. Here comes Muldrifter. Okay. Play the Bodyguard, play the Wind-Scarred Crag, and pass the turn. No attacks. I guess we could loot. Got a lot of extra lands here. I think we do loot. Get rid of Crumbling Vestige and Plains, I think. Gonna need the forest. Yeah. Time to take a nap. It's Jeskai. We're going to time them out. Because we're going to gain so much life with Soul Warden, they're not going to be able to deal with it. Wish I could play that other Soul Warden before the Battle Screech. Yeah, the Cleric is definitely a problem with Presence of Gone. They can just ephemerate the Cleric and I lose my Splinter Twin. Oh, curious. Going for the Seagate Oracle instead of the Muldrifter. Let that happen. Keeping the Bodyguard for a Midnight Guard is more important, I think. Found the Midnight Guard. Maybe we should just play Cenn's Enlistment there. Infinite Ephemerates. Another Dawnbringer Cleric, so they can get rid of Cenn's Enlistment. Oh, they're going for the Faithless Looting instead. Okay. That's fair. Now, this opponent is definitely playing far faster than the first Jeskai player. Nice. Get a counterspell out of their hand. For now. They're just going to Ephemerate, get it back. I was thinking, like, we could double block the Muldrifter here, or even better, triple block the Muldrifter. But maybe they're, like, making that play to try and find a target for, late to dinner. Yeah, I really hope that Ephemerate gets the ban next. Uh... How the hell are we going to win this? I mean, this game? We're not. We're not going to win this game. This match? Maybe through time, which is why we're continuing to play the game. Just a million ephemerates. It's only 2, but it feels like a lot more. Just never going to use the bodyguard, correct? I think Ghostly, like, the thing is, there are many ephemerate-like spells in Pauper. Ghostly Flicker is one of them. There's a there's one that's white and a generic. It blinks one target and then it has flashback. I think for blue and a generic. Momentary Blink, I think it's called. There's another one that's very similar to Ghostly Flicker. I think it only hits creatures and artifacts, though. Ah, okay. Blue and 3 for flashback. That's a lot worse. That's the one, yep. Well, we've definitely pulled ahead as far as time goes. We've got over 4 minutes on the opponent now. Yeah, Monarch is another thing that a lot of people have commented on. A lot of people want Monarch out of Pauper. I'm the same way. I would be happy if Monarch left the format. Although I do think that it is one of the interesting things that's in Pauper. Like, you don't see the Monarch in many other decks at all. Or many other formats, rather, at all. Why did we hate Ponder's Ornament so much? It was a hit on Tron. They do not want to ban the Tron lands. They want to leave Tron in the format. So they had to hit something else. And they decided to hit Bonder's Ornament so Tron wouldn't be able to have easy access to colored mana as well as easy access to extra cards. I think it's Bonder's. JLP, thanks for the follow, friend. Alright, so what were we playing again? Wanted Faerie Macabre, Spidersilk Armor. Do we want anything else? Yeah, they used to be, what, like 10 tickets a pop? How the Mighty Have Fallen. HNDK, hello? That's pretty clever. Yeah, ornament is worth absolutely nothing now. I mean, Sacred Cat can be good. It's going to be a lot better in a matchup where your life total really matters, where like you have to be able to be blocking, chump blocking creatures over and over. Like if you're playing against, oh geez, opponent's mulliganing really heavily here. But you know, like also an example would be against Burn. Being able to gain, you know, life repeatedly would be really important. We're playing against Jeskai Ephemerate or Jeskai Wildfire, whatever you want to call it. Holdout Settlement. I think I probably play the Holdout Settlement so I can play 2 creatures this turn. Does mean that I'm not going to be able to play the Midnight Guard turn 3. But I think that's fine because we don't have the Presence of Gond yet. And Holdout Settlement is a decent one to return with Boros Garrison since it comes into play untapped. Yeah, opponent's having some real trouble there. Start with combat. They might actually just want to concede this game to have the best chance to win game 3. I guess we'll get Presence of Gond. And probably just play... Yeah, I'll play the Garrison. Because even if they have Wildfire here, I can still play the Midnight Guard on my turn. And they concede. I think they'd already seen, like, the Presence of Gone was revealed from the Commune with the Gods, right? Now, opponent, we saw from game one that they're a decent player, so it makes total sense that they would want to concede that. All right, so they're staying at 6 this time. It's a good one. Get Battle Screech so we can Screech. No, we don't have the mana to Screech this turn. Kind of sucks. Oh, you threw in with a Sprout Swarm combo. That's a great idea. Do not like. I needed that critter for my Screeches. And then they Cleansing Wildfire my Karoo. Good on you, opponent. Another Presence of Khan. Get out of town. We're just gonna die here to the to Shrek. Does so much damage every turn. All the birds. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Well, that's a Galv Blast that isn't going for our face. If we didn't block, we would be dead. Yeah, Rally would be killer. Hmm. So many ephemerates. Just drawing infinite cards with that Muldrifter. My Kingdom for some removal. Jeez, I guess I could have double counterspell for Prismatic Strands. Hmm. Dawnbringer Cleric eats up the Prismatic Strands. Yep. Okay, let's see what our Chaomancer's targeting. Then we'll Faerie Macabre the two ephemerates. Nice. Kind of figured they maybe had another ephemerate in hand there. Another fairy. I guess we should Faithless. All right, we become the Monarch. Oh, they did have another ephemerate. And they go for Gelf Blast. Oh, man. I think we got to get rid of those Gelf Blasts now. Oh, jeez. Yeah, we would have just been dead. As is, we are still just dead. Ah, the next card. And here they get to ephemerate the Archaeomancer, get Galv Blast back, and just kill us that way. GG's. Alright, they're grabbing Ephemerate first, but they can Ephemerate the Archaeomancer again, get Galv Blast. We're at 3 life. We just gotta get rid of 2 artifacts. With this on the stack, we'll be fine. Ah, too late. GG's. Ooh, Barrenmore. They switched decks. Awesome. So Barrenmore could mean a few things. Barrenmore Island. Probably cycling. Almost certainly cycling. Yeah, we don't know how many games they had left. Don't recall, but yeah, that's true. Now they're playing a lot faster, that's for sure. And they are playing cycling. Wow. Third land, easy as that. It's pretty good for them. Also appreciate their choice in basics. Very nice. Dark Ritual. This looks like a go turn. Ploy, gain a little bit of life. Oh, they got the Exhume tech. Very nice. Wow, double Songs of the Damned. And here comes Reap the Graves. Gonna be able to return basically all their cycle creatures. Well, several anyways. They get 6. And they cycle the Street Wraiths immediately in case they find another Songs of the Damned to cast immediately. Yes, handsome. Strands does block the pings. So we can cast Strands with Stinger on the stack. The thing is, I'm going to want to cast Battle Screech this turn coming up. I guess I could Faithless Looting, discard the Screech, and still hold up Strands. If we don't just die this turn? But it's very possible that we are just dead. Well, Shauna, you wanted to see Cycle Storm. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're still here. Nope, looks like you might have left before the storm. Yeah, there's not too many storm cards left in Pauper. It's Reaping the Graves, there's Weather the Storm, there's a red card that only targets creatures, maybe planeswalkers, but there are no planeswalkers in Pauper. Are there any other storm cards besides those three? Even a blue counter? Oh, okay. There's a blue counter with Storm. Cool. There we go. Thanks, friends. So that's 4 Storm cards that are legal. Opponent has 7 cards left in their deck. Not a problem for them. Exhume Scab. Another Songs, wow. So the win con is Dranthy's Stinger. So they're going to play this card, and then they're going to cycle. So they'll play however many of these. Um, you know, play 4 of them. They have enough mana. They just need to convert into red mana, which might be difficult. They only have 3 life. And then they start cycling. The thing is, the Stinger trigger goes onto the stack on top of the cycling trigger, so they don't actually have to draw the card. They cycle, their card goes to the graveyard, they do the damage, and then before they draw the card for cycling, that's when they cycle another card. One card left in their library. 0 cards left in their library. I mean, it's still doable. I don't know if they should be able to here. Pretty sure. Yeah, there's the Blood Celebrant. So they're at 3 life, so they can put down 2 Stingers. Oh, Lotus Petal, so now they can play 3. Yeah, opponent apparently likes to play decks that take a lot of time and have a lot of clicks. That's cool. There's one. There's 2. Might as well play one more. Yep. Yep, this is it. They win. Very well played by the opponent. I do not like this hand very much. I mean, we got the Fairy, but Fairy's not even really good. It's just the best card we had in the sideboard. We have the combo. Maybe we just try and go for it. It's just like we can't really do anything with Holdout Settlement. At least we're on the play. If this were a Plains, we'd be laughing. Probably want to hit Reaping the Graves with this. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We might want to like stop a scab from getting Reaping the Graves back or something. If you check out YouTube, look for the Epic Storm, Bryant Cook. He's done a ton of work on this deck and some really, really good content. You could also check out my channel. I've got some Cycling Storm up as well, but if you're looking for, like the premium stuff, Bryant Cook is where it's at. Thanks, handsome. So we got Faerie Macabre to do something here so that we don't just die. And when we untap, we can play Soul Warden Presence of Gond, which means we have Unbound Life. And the opponent won't be able to win through Unbound Life. There is a limit to how much damage they can do. And they don't generally play any kind of removal. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get rid of their street wraiths here. I still got to buy a magic deck, and I won't complain coupon for my girlfriend. Oh, that's sweet. I think that was pretty good. All right, so we Crumbling Vestige, go for green, and then we got white mana from Boros Garrison. Splinter Twin assembled, and opponent scoops up. Makes a lot of sense on their side. I mean, they could have just F6'd and made me spend time to gain life and put creatures on the board, and they wouldn't have spent any of their own clock, but they decide to just concede there, which saves real time on their side and ours. Yeah, that was pretty great. Midnight Guard into Presence of Gond with Soul Warden. Infinite creatures, infinite life. It's nice that we've been able to get the combo to work a couple times. We have also won in more fair means just by having a bunch of birds and hitting him with Rally. Oh yeah, the fairy was super good. The line between dream and death is gauzy and fragile. She leads those too near it from one side to the other. They're probably adjusting their sideboard now that they know we're playing the Faerie Macabre. They probably taking red cards out of their deck. Because generally the let's see if I just have a list lying around here. This is going to be the old list, so this is not up to date. There have been a few changes. Is this one even newer? Because I thought I had one with Scab, so this is a newer one, but it's still not the latest. And you can see in the sideboard here, they're actually playing like a basic mountain, so they can bring that in, and then you bring in Shredded Sails, and that's the card that you generally use to get rid of like Relic of Progenitus or whatever. This one's a bit risky, just because like we don't have the combo. We have half the combo though. I think I'm gonna keep it. I don't want to mulligan to Oblivion. We got our lands. We got stuff we can do. Wow, play Ash Barrens, go. Oh no, don't want to draw any more lands. Got enough. Need spells. Need good spells. Okay, no land hit. Oh, damn it. We hit a land again. We're getting all the lands, they're getting not enough. Correct. There's almost no interaction most of the time. I guess we could have just taken out Benevolent Bodyguard, but like Standard Bearer wasn't doing anything. It's a 2-mana 1/1, so might as well get rid of that. But we could have like kept the Sacred Cat maybe instead of Bodyguard. I'm not too worried about playing these Ash Barrens. I just want to get my stuff onto the board as quickly as possible so we can try and win as quickly as possible. We don't exactly have a ton of time. Even though we got lucky in the sense that the opponent is having a difficult time putting together their pieces, finding their lands or what have you. Like, that Dark Ritual just let them draw 3 new cards, so they're going to find their lands here. It's a lot of cycling. Did they find the land? They did. Oh, well, getting rid of the Petal and Dark Ritual at least was a win. Uh-oh. Figured we were going to have more time. Should have mulliganed that hand. Reaping the Graves. Fortunately, it's a small reap. But if their last card in hand is another Reaping, we're in a lot of trouble. Well, I guess they're also just cycling into another Reaping, so we'll see if they get lucky or if we do. Still got a lot of cycles. So one of the cool things that you can do is actually, like, if you have interaction, you can kill the repository scab with the exploit rather on the stack. So before they're able to choose to sacrifice a creature, you can lightning bolt the zombie, and then they don't have a creature to sacrifice, which means they don't get the card back. They've gone through half their deck so far. They have 10 cards in hand, but only 4 mana. Goes and gets an island. Guess that makes sense if they want to replay Scab. Oh, wow. That's pretty good for us. They lose all that storm count. Okay. Unfortunately, we draw another land. All right. This is your last turn, friend. F6. I got nothing. Starting out with 2 Dark Rituals is pretty strong. Exhume. Oh, we don't have anything. They can get the Scab back, which gives them access to Reaping the Graves again, or Songs of the Damned, whichever one they don't have. They take Reaping. Mystical Teachings for Songs of the Damned, with 1 mana left. Ooh, that's playing it tight. And Songs of the Damned gets them up to 14 mana with Storm count of 5, so they're able to start Reaping. Scab, Horror, Horror, Healer, Healer. The Dino, I think. Or the Broken Land. So yeah, they really like cycling just like as they go, trying to find Reaping the Graves. 16 cards left in their library. There's Lotus Petal, which gets them the blue mana they need. Oh, they had another Reaping. There's Blood Celebrant, so now they have all the colored mana they could ever need. Although their life total is under pressure. They can't exactly just be totally free with their mana, but they should just have enough here, I think. I get Songs of the Damned with a Scab. Go for another Songs, 28 mana. And there's Reaping for a bunch. So they should be able to just go get all their stuff, put the stingers down, and kill us. Yeah, I think that was a bad keep. Like, we had half the combo. I kind of felt like, well, you know, maybe we can draw into something good, but we just drew lands. Then again, it's not like we have a ton of cards that are really good against the opponent here. So I was really just hoping we could get a quick combo to go off. And maybe even then, like, I still could have looked at a different hand, tried to find something that could potentially combo faster. Maybe a hand that had a combo piece plus Commune with the Oh yeah, Cycle Storm is awesome. If you enjoy magic that isn't using like the standard play patterns, that isn't using combat, for example, to win. Ooh, the ploy was so good there. Going up to 26, their life total is just like way out of danger now. They can cycle street wraiths. Play, yeah, they can use the Blood Celebrant, you know, like no problem to get whatever colored mana they want. Get Songs of the Damned. Cast Songs, they've got tons of mana, go back up to 28 mana. They just got to be careful that they don't draw a card. Oh yeah, Reaping the Graves there, now they're fine. I was wondering, you know, like, okay. But that's just game, I think. They have so many cards they're able to pick up with these. Go for Songs of the Damned again, make a bunch more mana. Scab keeps on getting their stuff back. What's that Scab got? Reaping the Graves again. Oh, that's great. Keep on going forever. So yeah, now they just grab all their cycling creatures. They have a ton of mana. Put all the cycling creatures back into their hand. And then once the stack is clear, just start cycling. And then don't let yourself draw a card. Oh, cool. You're going to play some Bomat Courier? That's awesome. I love to hear that. Had a lot of fun playing Bomat Courier. Oh, did they just, Flaring Pain? Yeah, they just Flaring Pain, just in case. Like, I'm tapped out. I can't Prismatic Strands, but, yeah, that's how they get around Prismatic Strands, Flaring Pain. Okay, well, that was a really fun league. It's unfortunate that we ended up 2-3, but definitely had a lot of fun with it. And I think that a big cause of that was I was just playing like a baboon the whole time. All right, friends, so this is the deck that we were playing today. Actually had a lot of fun with it. Despite the 2-3 finish, I actually thought that it was really, really cool. The mana was a little bit awkward, but not as awkward as I thought it was going to be. And putting together the combo wasn't too difficult. We only have 2 pieces to look for after all. One of the issues was that Presence of Gond is basically a dead card until you find Midnight Guard. Like, really do not want to put a Presence of Gond onto another creature. It's generally a bad idea. Whereas, you know, like with Splinter Twin, you could put it onto a Snapcaster Mage, and that was really good. But yeah, I think that with a little bit of tweaking, like a couple changes here or there, I'm not sure exactly what I would want to change, but I think the Soul Wardens were really great. I'm wondering if maybe like Midnight Guard could maybe go into more of a Soul Sisters direction, which gives you the life to buy you the time in order to assemble your combo. Yeah, in any event, I think this deck was really fun and would recommend.